Hi and welcome to Soul Star Readings. I'm happy that you're here and you take some time for yourself to go within. And I'm your guide right now to help you to go within with more ease, gentleness, and serenity. The first card you see here is the card of Regeneration. It's really needed right now that your energy field and your physical body gets the rest that is needed. A beautiful woman is sleeping in soft tissues and she's really very deeply relaxing. And the world around her goes on and on and on. All the dramas around her still go on in the world, but she goes within. She's taking the time to retreat from all the noise, all the information, all the different energy fields that fly around. And that is so much needed. You are not only your physical body, you have a light body around you, an auric field, and sometimes we get overwhelmed, especially as very sensitive people. We get into overwhelm with our personal life and also the collective energies right now especially. And it's really, really important, if you feel this overwhelm, this depression, this sadness, or any other feeling that you are uncomfortable with, to really stop in this moment, or as fast as you can, and make room for yourself to regenerate, because it doesn't help you or anyone else if you go on in overwhelm, because it gets harder and harder to feel balanced in a state of overwhelm. So the first thing to do when you really feel this sense of this is too much for me is to take a step back and breathe. Take a step back, maybe lie down on your bed or wherever you love to be, and have the opportunity to pause and reflect, and to close your eyes for a moment and to detach from the world. That's nothing we learn at school or from our parents, mostly not, or from friends. That's something we have to learn from within, and with the help of our angelic helpers, the angels and guides that are always around us and always available and do their best to inspire us to live a life that is in sync with our highest good. So take your time for yourself every day, and always when you need it. Yesterday I had a day of overwhelm, not a complete day, but I recognized that there was so much going on, so much change in my world, really fast movement, and I had to step back. I had to take my time out to really connect with myself, with my higher self, and to allow the energies of my personal field that is around my body. It is called the aura. My mental body, my emotional body, my etherical body. And you don't have to know this exactly where and how it is, but you can allow to let the energies flow freely. If you are in a state of fear, everything contracts and there is no free movement of energies. But if you allow yourself to calm yourself down, to breathe, to reconnect with serenity, with peace, with your inner peace that is always there in your heart, then the energies can open up again, can flow again. And sometimes it takes a little longer, but be patient with yourself. And also look after yourself. How much good sleep do you get? Is it enough? Or probably not? You can examine your life and look where there is more self-healing needed. That's very important for your whole energy system. And your body will always respond very positively to the changes that you make. The loving changes. You don't have to force anything. It's more a way of reconnecting with your natural, peaceful state. Yeah, that's how I can express it. And I think if you listen to this, you have enough experience in these situations, and it's just a reminder for you to really take very good care of yourself right now. All right. Sometimes little timeouts can heal you so perfectly. And now we move on to the next two cards, and they are from a deck called the Miracle Choice Game. That's a card game that normally goes with a rule book. So you have different cards. You have body cards, identity cards, needs cards, and so much more. And normally it's a process. So you pull from every section one card or more, and then you are guided through a very deep process of inner retrospection and healing. But I chose to use the cards differently today. So I shuffled the whole deck and asked for two cards and asked for what should I be talking about today. And the first card that came out is an identity card. And I'm going to translate the text into English. It says, I was so excited to move into my beautiful new house, start my new job, drive my new car, but now I feel more depressed. I thought that achievements alone brought luck. So it's about material possessions and how we expect them to fulfill us. And the miracle you can choose is: my feelings are never caused by anything other than my inner choice for fear or love. So if you really let this sentence sink in deeply, you understand that it is not important how much you have or how your social standard is in society. It's not important what you can show to others. Your success doesn't lie in anything in the outer world, but you can choose to really look at yourself and see that there are only two choices in life, every day, in every moment, and the two choices you have are love or fear. You can't choose both at the same time. But if you choose from a place of love, everything you choose every day, we choose so much. We make decisions upon two states of mind, and that is love or fear. And if you choose from fear, you can have so much beautiful things in your life, so much possessions or wealth, but you are still not happy. You are still depressed. And if you choose from love every day, in every moment, you can be a homeless person, or I don't know, someone who doesn't have much, and you can be the happiest person in the world because you live from an authentic place, because love is who you are, and that fulfills you because you feel it, that this is the truth, that love is the truth and fear is an illusion. So think about it, reflect on that if you like, and look how you can connect to love every day a little deeper. And the second card is a needs card, and that goes really deep. It says, you meet my needs and are therefore responsible for how I feel. So this is like a conversation to another person. You meet my needs and are therefore responsible for how I feel. Is this really true? Is this really true? I don't think so. And the miracle here that you can choose is this. I want to forgive myself for blaming you for my happiness and misery. I want to forgive myself for blaming you for my happiness and misery. So you take ownership of your own life. You see that you have the responsibility for your own life, for your own happiness or sadness. And this is a very freeing process, because you begin to understand that no one has the power over you except yourself. And so you can start to reconnect with your own power, because you have the power to change yourself. You cannot change other people. You can try to, but it won't work really well, because everyone is on their own journey, and so are you. And you have the power to be the king or the queen in your own life. And so you don't have to be dependent on anyone. It's a card about codependency, so if you want to break this okay, I said change, okay? If you want to break the chain that binds you to another person because you think they are responsible for you, the answer is here to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for hanging on to this illusion, and free yourself with the truth that you are responsible for yourself, and everyone else is responsible for themselves. So you don't have to do something for other people because they would like you to do something for them. You can do it from your own choice, because you love to support them, but it has to be your choice. It has to be your choice. You are not the slave of anyone else. And so is no one your slave. That's not healthy, that's not good for you, and that's not the highest good for all. The highest good of all perspective is that everyone is in their own power and love, and everyone has respect for the other person and for themselves, and acts from a place of love and truth. That's how I feel it, and that's how I want to live my life. So I think that's all I have to say for now. I thank you so much for listening, and take enough time for yourself, for self-reflection, forgiveness, and to find that place in yourself that allows you to choose from love, because this is found in every person's heart. Sometimes you have to look a little deeper, but it's there. It's always there, and it cannot go away. Alright, I love you, and thank you so much for listening. See you next time. Yours, Leandra.